This show's really like, I remember as kids growing up and hearing about the Ed Sullivan Show. You know, Elvis would be on the Ed Sullivan Show and the Beatles. And since then, you know, television is so fragmented and everybody watches something different. But this is probably the only show that everyone watches. So it's a very interesting thing to be...
Tom Jones was on both, which is amazing.
And Tom Jones was on both. Well, that's a dude.
Bono, how are you feeling? You're back.
Oh, yeah. This time last year I had surgery, and I've now got Made in Germany tattooed on my ass.
He's also 1.5 inches taller. We asked for that, if they could do that in the surgery. So.
Yeah, no, in Munich, there's some really brilliant physicians. I was in a lot of trouble, really I was, and if it hadn't have gone so well, things could have been different, but thank God, and thank the Germans.
You guys have played so many venues over the years. What was it like being on stage here tonight?
That feeling of being at the center of pop culture, which is great. You know, rock and roll has moved into its own little ghetto, and hip hop is in its own ghetto, and R&B, and so when it gets mixed up, it gets very exciting, I think. That's it. And it's so great to be here on stage with Reeve Carney. This is a really a great American rock and roll star, and you're just getting to know him, but we know him already.
And the pleasure is mine. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and he has the manners of Elvis. Don't you, son?
Last question.
Congratulations on having the biggest tour ever. What's next after this? Do you think you guys might scale down a little bit, play some clubs?
You know, we couldn't wait to get out of the clubs. To be honest with you, we played every club up and down the United States, up in the UK and Ireland, France, Germany, everywhere. And it's great, you know, to play a club on your night off. But there's a thing when you're surrounded by whatever it is, 20,000 people or 100,000 people it was, and this tour a lot. And just, it's hard to get 100,000 people to agree on anything. So when they're singing your songs, it's a very special feeling. And especially on the 360 tour where there's a lot of focus on the staging and the engineering, this extraordinary space station that we bring to town. But actually, it's what happens around in the crowd that's amazing. And then after that, we're opening Spider-Man on 20th. Is it the 20th? 14th. I promise it's not been cancelled. Even for 6 days on the 14th, and we're very excited about it. It's almost there. It'll be there by opening night, and Reeve Carney, again, just a big star of it. Phil McKinley's here, the director, came in to fill Impossible Shoes. Julie Taymor, card-carrying genius. We miss her so much. But Phil's done an incredible job. And yeah, I hope you like it.
Last question, Shirley.
You're playing tonight. Can you tell us about the song?
Rise Above. Yeah, there's another version of it in the play. And but it's this beautiful hook about trying to transcend your circumstances. And it was started, myself and Edge, we live up the road from each other, and I mean, the easiest thing of all doing Turn Off the Dark was writing the music and getting involved in the characters, and we just had fun. It was just in a playpen, and this song was one of the first songs that jumped out at us, and we're really proud of it. It's a big tune.
Great. Thank you.
I think we got to go. President Obama in Ireland. Obama. He was always headed for Ireland, but no, he's really been taken into account. And normally the president of the United States is there with a pint of Guinness, but on this occasion, the First Lady had some Guinness too.
Thank you.
So it's a big deal. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.